Ever since last year's Mexico trip, I've been hearing about how awesome the city of Aguascalientes was. It was a place that few gringos knew about, but Mexicans from all over the country would gather here once a year for the Festival of San Marcos, the largest in the country. From Guadalajara, I headed northeast, up into the high desert towards the city of Aguascalientes. So as you can see, there's a big, huge open space, town square, gorgeous cathedral, very relaxed. This is down a couple of notches from Guadalajara, very much more relaxed. It's a much smaller town. They got about 1.5 million, and it's supposedly one of the safest cities in Mexico to go. There's a very low rate of crime. Apparently the Mexicans know about it, but gringos, I've never heard any of the gringos talk about it. Just very tranquil, very relaxed, very cool town. Cool city, I should say. Very interesting. There's some birds flying south. After reviewing this video, it became quickly obvious that the birds were actually flying due north. Weather's good, about 75 degrees right now. The sun's going down. Once the sun goes down, it gets pretty cold. We're in kind of a mountainous desert region. Very tranquil. Tamales Catedral.
Only 2 tamales?
Solo 2. Me voy a comer mi cena en un rato.
Muy bien, señor. That's good.
Sí, sí. Comida es muy buena.
I know. Hoy tocan tamales. Hoy tocan tamales.
Sí.
Dale, vale. Póngale mucho.
Gracias, gracias. Mucho chile. Just got my tamales. 30 pesos. It's about $1.50. Feeling them in my hand. Very heavy. It's feels like a lot of food, but once you take the banana off, the banana leaf, then that kind of accounts for a lot of the weight. So these are my tamales from Senora Lopez. This is a corn husk, like a green corn husk. So you pull this back, basically some kind of a meat and tomato sauce, salsa, pressed into corn, like corn dough, corn flour. I don't know exactly how they make it, to be honest, but absolutely delicious. Spellbinding. This is all lit up, gorgeous. It's like a This is what 15 bucks gets you in Aguascalientes. View of the city. A couple of cathedrals over there. This whole city's full of cathedrals. Here we are, there's my room right there. This is sort of, I don't know what they call it, a veranda, maybe? Very old. es de aquí, Zacatecas.
Oh, chingón, patrimonio cultural de la por la UNESCO.
Sí.
Zacatecas está en moto como a hora y media.
Sí,
Está chingón,
hora y media, sí, sí,
está
sí.
Chingón,
Está
bonito,
chingón.
chingón.
Okay. I did the spin trick with my kickstand with you know, several hundred pounds of stuff on it, so my kickstand broke, or rather this bent completely and the bolt snapped off. So I think I've got some stuff that I've got another bolt, I think. So I'm gonna sit here and jimmy rig something up. Whacked the kickstand back into shape and bent it back to approximately where it's supposed to be. So this is what I got going now. That isn't very pretty, but it's just gonna have to work until I can find a nut and bolt shop. At the Tornilleria, which is specialized in bolts and nuts, fasteners, stuff like that. Waiting for the guy to open. I think he opens at 10. Yo necesito algo como este, por favor. ¿Cómo se dice? Locking? Muy bien, muy bien. ¿Cuánto te debo?
Más hay,
Sí,
más
sí. Más, mucho más, mucho más.
mujeres y todo.
Perfecto.
Muy bien, gracias.
Gracias, brother.
Gracias a usted, señor.
Que le va bien.
Igual, usted cuídese.
Everywhere you look, there's another beautiful cathedral, even more beautiful than the last. This is a very food-centric city. They take the food very, very seriously, as you can see by what I just got. So this is a huarache con chicharrón and red sauce, which is like the skin and the muscle off the back of the cow, in this case. And this, I think, is like some sort of like corn, fried blue corn piece. And agua de Jamaica. But yeah, wow, this is incredible. One of the best things I've eaten in Mexico this entire trip. There's times when you try something and it's so good, it almost hits you on an emotional level. Salsa made with sesame seeds and another kind of chili. I think this is, she said, was guajillo. But this, it's got a peanutty sort of a taste from all of the sesame seeds, but just incredible. What a surprise. Now this was an absolute surprise. Under that metal plate is a container of liquid nitrogen which freezes the fresh cream instantly, creating a sort of molecular gastronomy ice cream. The owner of this ice cream shop is a Mexican guy from Aguascalientes who learned this technique after a trip to Chicago's Chinatown. He was so impressed that he went to great lengths to gather all the necessary equipment and bring it back to Aguascalientes, where he then opened up his own molecular gastronomy ice cream shop. Almost kind of like a Mexican Disneyland, but really been enjoying it. Apparently it's the safest city in Mexico. Not that I care anyway. If you've seen any of my other videos, that's never really stopped me from going anywhere, but this place is very charming, very special. I'm here on the street, got my bike right there, leaned up against the tree since my kickstand bolt broke. And I got my coffee right there. Coffee right there. My macaroons right here. So that's fresa, which is strawberry, tiramisu, dulce de leche, and Nutella. So I'm gonna sit here and drink my coffee and enjoy the tranquil atmosphere. Several really big, awesome cathedrals in this town. And it's a really interesting town. They've got more bookstores in one city than I've ever seen anywhere, even more so than the US. It's kind of strange. I've seen at least 4, 5, 6 different bookstores. So I guess, you know, it can be said pretty safely that the people of Aguascalientes really enjoy reading. So yeah, there's a bookstore right there. Off to my right is an incredible complex of tent-like structures used for the enormous San Marcos Fair. Impressive. Behind this bullfighting ring is one of the largest convention centers in Mexico, probably the largest. It's a lot of people from a lot of different states of Mexico come here in April for the Festival of San Marcos. It's absolutely humongous. Another church back there, absolutely gorgeous, like breathtakingly beautiful. And there's this other like sort of garden around there. I'm gonna go tour this garden. I hear there's another bullfighting ring around here, and I'll see you later. Well, isn't this cool? Just everywhere you go in this town, you find something interesting. When I think I've seen it all, you know, something like this pops up. A maze-like system of walkways all radiating out from this center that I'm in right now under this gazebo. So I've got a pretty good view of the park and everything going on here. So next I'm going to look for some coffee and go see about that bullfighting ring. Guadalajara was definitely cool for just the explosion of stuff happening everywhere you look. There's still that in Aguascalientes, but it's kind of more subdued. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. This town is awesome. Absolutely incredible. Like that whole structure on the inside looks to be circular to me. It looks like a bullfighting ring. This place is absolutely like takes it to another notch with the quality of the food. They got a smoker right here. They smoke everything fresh. They got a crazy assortment of sauces. Something like brisket. I didn't exactly understand what it was, but looks like arugula, cilantro, and some kind of meat fresh out of that smoker right there. Videos of the comida auténtica de Mexico. So these are chascas. This is basically like roasted corn. Roasted corn, they roast with all kinds of different meats. This one's chorizo, chile de árbol, mushrooms, some type of meat, and then natural. So these are all like roasted corn and all kinds of delicious condiments here. These are spicy peanuts, all kinds of crushed up Doritos, sesame seeds, all kinds of salsas. El chef es aquí. Okay, a little bit of mayonnaise. Mexican mayonnaise is like, it's con limón, see?
Yes, sir.
Okay, much mejor que la mayonesa en los Estados Unidos.
Not for real.
Sí. This guy speaks English, he just said for real.
Yeah, I used to be redneck too.
Okay, all right, claro, claro. Y yo también.
South Carolina, we go to the woods, we
Yeah.
drink moonshine.
Okay, moonshine.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Okay, so this, it's a cotija cheese. Cotija cheese or it's diferente?
That's cotija cheese.
Oh, it's cotija. Very distinctive food of Aguascalientes. And right behind me is one of the best singers in Mexico, maybe the world. And the guy just looking at him, he's obviously blind, but this guy can belt it out like nobody I've ever heard. Every time I turn around, I see something new, something I haven't seen yet. And yeah, this is just a crazy city, kind of like an onion that the more I'm here, the more I see, the more I start walking around. Due to its geographic location in the center of the country, Aguascalientes is affectionately referred to as the heart of Mexico. After visiting, I found that description to be much more accurate on a deeper level, with the food, music, and atmosphere affecting all the senses in such a way that makes it very difficult to forget.